ever remember an event one way only to discover it happened quite differently. This paradox, my friends, is known as the Mandela effect, a term coined by paranormal researcher Fiona Broome. It's a phenomenon where a group of people recall something happening that didn't happen, or remember it quite differently from the way it actually occurred. Take, for instance, the beloved children's book series about a family of anthropomorphic bears. Do you remember it as the Berenstain Bears or the Berenstain Bears? This seemingly trivial spelling discrepancy has left many puzzled, as they distinctly remember it being spelled with an E, not an A. Another more profound example is the one that gave this phenomenon its name. Many people recall Nelson Mandela, the former president of South Africa, dying while he was still in prison during the 1980s. However, in our recorded history, Mandela was released from prison in 1990 and went on to become South Africa's president, passing away in 2013. These are but two examples of countless collective memory discrepancies that have been catalogued, each one more puzzling than the last. It's as if we're remembering events from a parallel universe that somehow got mixed up with our own. And this leads us to a rather intriguing question. If our memories can't always be trusted, what does that say about our reality? Are we living in a matrix-like simulation where our perceptions are manipulated? Or are we experiencing glimpses of parallel universes overlapping with our own? These memory discrepancies lead us to question the nature of our reality. Could we be living in a parallel universe or even a simulated reality? Imagine waking up one day and realizing your entire life is a simulated reality, like in the Matrix. Would you take the red pill to face the truth or the blue pill to continue living in blissful ignorance? Let's dive into this Matrix paradox, this idea that our universe might just be a grand simulation, a digital mirage crafted by an advanced civilization. It's a concept that science fiction has grappled with for decades, but it's not just the stuff of movies and novels. Some serious scientists and philosophers suggest that we should consider the possibility that we live in a Matrix-like simulation. Now, let's think about this. If we were living in a simulation, every aspect of our lives, the people we love, the passions we pursue, every triumph, every failure, all of it would be nothing more than lines of code in some cosmic computer program. It's a dizzying thought, isn't it? In the Matrix, Neo is offered a choice: the red pill, which reveals the harsh truth of reality, or the blue pill, allowing him to continue living in blissful ignorance. It's a powerful metaphor for the human condition. We yearn for the truth, but we also fear it, especially when it threatens to upend our understanding of the world. So, what if we were offered the same choice in real life? If we found out that our world is a simulation, would we want to know? Would we choose the red pill, or would we opt for the blue one? Here's the intriguing part. Despite the existential dread that such a revelation might bring, many people seem quite indifferent to the possibility. But why? Why wouldn't we all be scrambling to uncover the truth, to rip away the veil of the Matrix and see the world as it truly is? Despite the existential crisis such a discovery would trigger, many people seem indifferent to such possibilities. Why might that be? Perhaps it's because at the end of the day, our perception of reality is shaped more by our experiences and relationships than by the nature of the universe itself. Or maybe it's simply because the truth is too unsettling to confront. But that is a discussion for another time. Why do some people seem indifferent to the idea of living in a matrix-like reality or a parallel universe? This question has been a subject of fascination for many, but the answer may be simpler than we think. Human beings have an inherent tendency to favor what's tangible and immediate over what's abstract and distant. Our lives are filled with concerns about our jobs, our families, our health, and our immediate environment. These are the things that affect us directly, that we can see, touch, and feel. In comparison, the idea of living in a simulated reality or a parallel universe feels distant and abstract. It's an intriguing concept, but one that doesn't have a tangible impact on our day-to-day lives. Moreover, even if we were living in a simulation or a parallel universe, our daily lives would remain largely unchanged. We would still wake up every morning, go to work or school, interact with our loved ones, and go about our lives as usual. The sun would still rise in the east and set in the west, the seasons would still change, and the laws of physics would still apply. Our perceptions of reality would remain consistent, regardless of whether our world was real or simulated. This isn't to say that these theories are unimportant or unworthy of exploration. On the contrary, they push the boundaries of our understanding and challenge us to question our assumptions about reality. But for many people, these theories are simply not a priority in the face of more immediate concerns. After all, whether our world is real or simulated, it's the only one we've got. So we continue to live our lives, to love, to learn, to grow, and to make the most of our existence, regardless of what reality may or may not be. And perhaps in the grand scheme of things, that's what truly matters. Our perception of reality is shaped by our experiences, beliefs, and memories. But what if some of those memories are false or altered? In this labyrinth of existence, we are constantly threading the needle between what we perceive to be real and what is truly real. This delicate dance becomes even more intricate when we consider phenomena like the Mandela effect. This theory suggests that collective false memories could be evidence of parallel worlds or even a simulated reality. Remember the Berenstain versus Berenstain Bears controversy? The subtle change in spelling triggered a wave of collective confusion, leading many to wonder if they had stepped into a parallel universe. It's as if our memories, which we hold as a bastion of our individuality and identity, are suddenly being questioned. And with that, our perception of our very reality is challenged. But here's the twist. Our reality is, in essence, an interpretation. It's a construct, a narrative we form based on our experiences and beliefs. And this narrative is susceptible to manipulation, both by ourselves and potentially larger forces at play. Does this make our lives any less real? Not necessarily. Instead, it opens up a new realm of understanding. It encourages us to question, to scrutinize, to explore the edges of our reality. It pushes us to consider that there may be more than one version of reality, more than one truth. And here lies the power of perception. It's not simply about what we see or remember, it's about how we interpret and understand those experiences. It's about our ability to shape our own narrative, to define our own reality. So whether we're living in a parallel world or a simulated reality, the power to shape our own reality lies within us. We have the ability to question, to explore, to seek truth. And in doing so, we become not just passive observers, but active participants in our own existence. So what if we are living in a parallel universe? What if this is all a simulation? How does that change our lives? The idea might be unsettling, even disconcerting. It challenges our understanding of reality, of what we believe to be true, and how we perceive our existence. But let's take a step back and consider this from a different perspective. These concepts, these possibilities of alternate realities, of the Matrix, of the Mandela effect, they also inspire wonder and curiosity. Consider the cosmos, the vast expanse of the universe, teeming with billions of galaxies, each filled with billions of stars. We are but a tiny speck in this grand cosmic canvas, and yet we have the capacity to ponder, to question, to seek answers about our reality. We're not just passive observers in this cosmic play. We're active participants, exploring the mysteries of the universe. Just like a child looking up at the night sky with wide-eyed wonder, these theories about alternate realities and simulations can instill in us a sense of awe. They open up a world of possibilities, expanding our understanding of existence beyond the confines of our perceived reality. They push the boundaries of what we know, leading us on a journey of discovery and exploration. Embracing the unknown, therefore, doesn't have to be a cause for fear or apathy. Instead, it can be a source of inspiration, a call to curiosity. It can enrich our understanding of the universe and our place in it. It's an invitation to question, to explore, to seek answers, and in the process, to grow. So whether we're living in a matrix, experiencing the Mandela effect, or simply navigating our way through this complex, beautiful existence, we're part of something truly incredible. We're part of an ever-evolving, mysterious universe. And isn't that something to celebrate? In the grand scheme of things, whether we're living in a matrix or experiencing the Mandela effect, we're part of an incredible, mysterious universe. And that's something to celebrate, don't you think?